Captain Marcus Thorne adjusted the collar of his archaic naval uniform, the brass buttons gleaming under the harsh emergency lighting of the derelict station. The blue wool fabric, adorned with gold braiding from Earth's ancient maritime tradition, seemed absurdly out of place in the sterile corridors of what had once been humanity's most advanced deep space research facility. Sensor readings indicate the station has been drifting for approximately 3 centuries, reported Lieutenant Sarah Chen through his comm implant. Her voice crackled with interference from the electromagnetic storms that plagued this forgotten sector of space. No signs of life, Captain. Thorne's weathered boots echoed against the metal flooring as he navigated through the twisted wreckage. The Prometheus research station had been humanity's crown jewel, a testament to their species' relentless drive to push beyond known boundaries. Now it drifted like a tomb through the cosmic void, its hull scarred by micrometeorite impacts and solar radiation. Maintain position, Chen. I'm going deeper, Thorne commanded, his voice carrying the authority of someone who had spent decades commanding vessels through the harshest reaches of space. The station's AI had been silent for generations, its quantum processors long since degraded by the ravages of time and space. Emergency power kept basic life support functioning, though the atmosphere tasted stale and metallic through Thorne's respirator. His antique uniform, a ceremonial reminder of humanity's naval heritage, seemed to mock the advanced technology surrounding him. As he ventured into the station's core, Thorne's scanner detected an anomaly. Behind a sealed bulkhead, energy readings spiked intermittently, patterns too regular to be random system failures. He placed his gloved hand against the access panel, feeling vibrations that shouldn't exist in a dead station. Computer override. Bulkhead seal authorization. Thorne 77 Alpha. He spoke to the darkness. Nothing happened. The station's systems remained unresponsive. Thorne smiled grimly and pulled out a tool that would have been familiar to sailors from Earth's 18th century, a heavy metal pry bar. Sometimes the old ways worked best. With practiced efficiency, he forced the bulkhead open, revealing a chamber that defied explanation. The room hummed with activity. Holographic displays flickered to life, showing star charts, energy readings, and most impossibly, recent data streams. At the chamber's center stood a figure that made Thorne's blood run cold. "Greetings, Captain," the entity said, its form shifting between solid matter and translucent energy. "I have been waiting for humanity to return." The being appeared humanoid but clearly wasn't human. Its skin held an opalescent quality, shifting through colors that had no names in human language. When it spoke, Thorne felt the words resonate not through his ears, but directly in his mind. "You're not from this station," Thorne stated, his hand instinctively moving toward his sidearm. "Correct. I am Zephyros of the Ethereal Collective. We have observed humanity for millennia, Captain Thorne. Your species fascinates us." "How do you know my name?" The alien gestured toward Thorne's uniform. "Your insignia tells a story. Ancient maritime traditions adapted for the cosmic ocean. Only humans would carry such historical reverence into the stars while simultaneously pioneering technologies that surpass our own." Thorne's eyebrows rose. "Surpass your own?" "This station was not abandoned, Captain. It was relocated. 300 years ago, your researchers discovered something that terrified them and amazed us. They created a dimensional fold that allowed matter to exist in multiple realities simultaneously." The chamber around them suddenly expanded, revealing not a room, but the bridge of a massive vessel. Stars wheeled outside viewports that hadn't been there moments before. Thorne found himself standing on what appeared to be the command deck of humanity's greatest achievement. "The UES Endeavor," Zephyros explained. "Your people didn't just build a research station. They built a ship capable of existing in the spaces, between spaces. When they realized its potential, they activated the fold drive and vanished from normal space-time." "Where did they go?" "Everywhere. Nowhere. The ship became unstuck from linear reality, exploring dimensions that we, ethereals, can barely perceive. While we mastered energy and thought, humans mastered the fundamental structure of existence itself." Thorne looked around the bridge, noting control stations designed for human hands, displays calibrated for human vision. Everything was wrong and right simultaneously. Why show me this? Because they're coming back, Captain. The full drive is failing after 3 centuries of dimensional strain. Soon the Endeavor will re-enter normal space, bringing with it knowledge that will revolutionize galactic civilization. Through the viewports, Thorne saw something impossible, a fleet of human ships emerging from ripples in space itself. The Endeavor, massive beyond belief, led them home. Its hull bore scars from adventures in realities that existed beyond imagination. The crew? Thorne asked. Alive, changed, but alive. They've spent 3 centuries exploring the infinite, Captain. They return as humanity's first interdimensional explorers. As the fleet approached, Thorne understood why he'd been drawn here, why his dreams had been filled with visions of this forgotten station. The Endeavor needed guides home, beacons in normal space to anchor their return. Your uniform, Zephyros observed, represents more than tradition. It represents continuity, the link between humanity's maritime past and its cosmic future. Thorne straightened his shoulders, feeling the weight of history and destiny. Then let's bring them home. The stars outside began to shift as reality itself welcomed humanity's greatest explorers back from their journey through the impossible.